Hello YouTube, and what is up? This is Ben Warney, aka Mr. Metronome, making an Arena Best of One draft video on the Lords of Limited YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and click ready here and wait for our last person. Don't think I know any of those people that we see going into the draft. Alright, so pack one, pick one here. We've got several options. Shacklegeist is our rare, 1 and a blue for the 2/2 flyer, can block only creatures with flying, and you can tap 2 untapped spirits you control to tap target creature you don't control. That ability probably rarely, if ever, comes up. Selfless Savior stands out to me over Aven Gagglemaster. This is single white for the 1/1. You can sack it to give a creature you control indestructible until end of turn. There's also Basri's Acolyte as the best white common, and probably the best common overall. It's very close between it and Dragonfire and Llanowar Visionary. 2 white for 2/3 lifelink. When it ETBs, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures you control. I think I like Acolyte more than I like Savior, which is kind of crazy because I really like Savior. I think my rankings for this pack go like Savior, Acolyte, Savior, Shacklegeist, and then Gagglemaster, although I really don't like 5 mana cards in the aggressive decks. Take Basri's Acolyte here and we'll see where we go. Straight into another Basri's Acolyte, which is pretty great. Rest of the cards in the pack. Arena Revelation's fine, certainly good in a controlling deck. Control's just not generally where you want to be. Where I'm at in the format right now, I'm essentially looking to beat down as hard as I can and keep my curve as low as possible. So I want Basri's Acolyte to be the top of my curve in whatever I end up pairing white with. Daybreak Charge is a good aggressive 2-drop that would be happy to wheel if we are so lucky. Same for Chandra's Magma. The rest of this pack is sort of meh. Sanctums you can do. I would say that's pretty dangerous in Best of One. Best of, like, the format's fast, and Best of One is even faster than the rest of the format. All right, white is drying up. So we could take Experimental Overload. I'm a little lower on this card than I was at the start of the format. It's fine, but it's kind of clunky. Like, especially as a turn 4 play, because usually it's only a 1/1 or a 2/2 then. And if you're getting back a Dragonfire or whatever, like, it's fine. It's less good than I would have thought at the start of the format. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. I've just come down on it a little bit, like maybe B instead of B+, or B- instead of B, or something like that. So I actually think I'm going to take Ghostlight here over Sporeweb Weaver as our rare. 2 and a green for a 1/4 reach. Whenever it's dealt damage, you gain a life and you create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. This card's fine. Generally not what you want to pair with double Basri's Acolyte, whereas this does highly encourage us to beat down. And I've not gotten a chance to play blue-white that much in the format yet, so I'm going to take Roaming Ghostlight. All right, and looking like we're getting cut pretty hard on white, which is a bummer. So there's Mistral Singer here as a good 3-drop flyer. We could pair with our Roaming Ghostlight and our Basri's Acolytes. There's also Llanowar Visionary as a better card than Mistral Singer. 2G for a 2/2. When it ETBs, you draw a card, tap to add a green. The pick is definitely one of these 2 cards, in my opinion. I think you could maybe make a case for Keen Glidemaster as well. 1 and a blue for the 2/1. You can pay 2 and a blue to give a creature flying until EOT. Rest of the pack is sort of whatever. Like the trying to spike blue-white pick is Mistral Singer. The drafting responsibly pick is Llanowar Visionary. I think I'm going to draft responsibly and take Llanowar Visionary. We're not going to miss Mistral Singer that much if we end up sticking to blue-white. It'll be a good card, don't get me wrong, but I'm worried we're getting cut out of white enough that we might have to abandon these Basri's Acolytes. So, pretty clear that no white is being shipped our way. There's Malefic Scythe as the best card in the pack here. 1 and a black, equip 1, starts at +1/+1, and then when a creature dies that it was equipped to, you put another soul counter on it, and then it'll start giving +2/+2, +3/+3, etc. As more creatures die, that's certainly the best card here. We could also take Obsessive Stitcher. Maybe look to go down a Reanimator route, or we could stick with what we've got here and take a Keen Glidemaster. This Scythe is late enough that I'm going to take Scythe and see where we go. All right, now we're going to take a Hunter's Edge as the clear best card in the pack. And so this is the advantage of taking Llanowar Visionary over the 2/2 flyer. And I'm not saying it's right 100% one way or the other. Like that's a close pick, and I wouldn't fault anybody for having taken the 2/2 flyer here. But this lets us take Hunter's Edge now. Whereas if we don't have the Visionary, it's a lot harder to pick Hunter's Edge here. And we've got a lot of different directions we can go. I think we can safely say that white is pretty cut from the right, but that doesn't mean that we can't play white because we have two premium white cards here. All right. Maybe we play green-black? That makes me nervous. Although if best of one is aggro, maybe green-black rock is great. Skeleton Archer is a very good anti-aggro card. There's also Valorous Steed here. I just think that's so whatever, though, at the top of the curve. And again, Library Larcenous is fine, like not particularly exciting. So I'm going to take the Skeleton Archer and try to read the signals here and go where the draft tells me. Wow. And it tells me we are doing good things. So, all right, I'm off these Acolytes at this point. I don't want to fight over white. I could see being green-blue, but we're almost certainly taking Tyrannodon here. Reign of Revelation is super powerful, and it's super late for that card. I think it might just literally be a little too slow. We don't have 4-powered things yet for the Tyrannodon, but surely we will get them. And we already have a Scythe to put on it. We have a Hunter's Edge to equip it with. So I think I want to play green-black here. It's a very late Tyrannodon. We wheel a King Glidemaster. That's nice. That keeps the blue dream alive. Some middling cards here. I don't like Dilophosaur at all as a card. So yeah, we'll snap up a King Glidemaster and assume we're not playing it. All right, Colossal Dreadmaw here. So whoever our neighbor is, Crab Claw or Cat Jacket, they have done a very good job cutting us out of white, pulling us out of white. And I think we made the correct play to move off it here. I'm happy with how I've navigated this draft so far. So let's get Dreadmaw in. We could take a Portcullis Vine or a Rise Again here, or a Prismite. I don't particularly love any of these cards. I think I'm going to take a Rise Again, but I'm assuming I'm not going to play it. Here we'll take a Backwater for fixing. Nothing here really. We'll take a King Glidemaster. Cage Zombie for the sideboard. So we only have 6 playables at the end of pack 1, but that's normal because we, got pushed off where we started, and we started so strong into white, and then we went into blue and got pushed off blue. We didn't really get pushed off blue. I sort of decided to move off blue, but I do think we read the draft very well. When people talk about, what your seat wants to be, I do think our seat wants to be black-green. Just the way the draft started, we didn't get into those colors initially. So Primal Might is busted here. Green X sorcery, target creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn, then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. This card's a house. For some reason it gets passed way more than it should. I think this is one of the top 10 to 20 rares in the set for sure. So Primal Might, get in. Next best card in the pack is probably Invigorating Surge, Waker of Waves, those 2 cards. Everything else is pretty whatever. Okay, this is not the most exciting pack of Magic the Gathering cards I've ever seen. We're a little light on low drops, so Fetid Imp is kind of appealing, but Fetid Imp isn't really a low drop because you have to hold up black to make it a relevant blocker. I think I'm just going to take Truffle Snout here. We could also take the green Sanctum, try to wheel the red Sanctum, and do Sanctum things. That makes me pretty nervous, though, in best of one. I think I'm just going to take Truffle Snout, and I think I want to build my deck to just beat up on the people that are going to be playing aggro. Woo! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you read signals. All right, so Massacre Wurm, one of the best rares in the set. We're slightly sad to be passing Drowsing Tyrannodon because Green-Black does not have good 2-drops except for Drowsing Tyrannodon, so we need to pick these up when we get a chance to. But Massacre Wurm, that is. We're going to happily snap that up and put it into our pile. Would be trying to wheel Pteranodon. And having this, we're going to be on the lookout for cards like the 2G1 that lets you search up a 6-drop or whatever that card's called. I can't think of the name of that card. Pride Malkin's a very nice pickup here. I also like an Alchemist's Gift in these decks a lot, just being able to give something Death Touch, like a Saproling maybe that you've got laying around from a Deathbloom Salad, or giving something like Dreadmaw Lifelink to help you stabilize. All that's very good, but we're going to take Pride Malkin here to put a counter on our Pteranodon and just block early, do that sort of stuff. So, Pride Malkin in. None of this is good. We'll take a Dreadmaw and hope to not play it, I think. Honestly, actually, we could take Liliana's Steward with Malefic Scythe. I don't hate that. I think I like it better than taking another Dreadmaw. I'm into that. Let's take Steward. We need to get our curve lower. Okay, none of this is good. Oh, now that we have Massacre Wurm, we are also going to play Rise Again's going to make our main deck. I was just thinking about that with Crypt Lurker here as like a reanimate discard outlet. So we could take Temple of Silence as a Scryland. Nothing white we want to splash. Bowser's Acolyte's white. I think we just take a 2-drop here and mass Blackguard. We need 2 drops to block early, and we've got the late game power. We just literally need to not die. And one of the ways this draft ends up as a disaster is if we just don't end up with enough 2-drops. So similarly here, like I'm just going to take Prismite. I'm hoping to not play it, but if we get in a pinch, it's another 2-mana 2/1. All right. Read the draft like an open book. Twin Blade Assassins, 3 black-green for a 5/4. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, draw a card. That also makes that Liliana Steward pick look a lot better, so props to me there. And you guys for following along. You all for following along. So, Twin Blade Assassin, get in. All right, here we've got a choice between Lurker, Prismite, or Sabertooth Mauler. Our curve is not great, not terrible. I think I'm just going to take Sabertooth Mauler over Crypt Lurker. Is that true? No, I want Crypt Lurker, I think. All right, we wheeled the Fetid Imp, so we could have taken the Green Sanctum, tried to wheel the Red Sanctum. Looks like somebody else had that same thought maybe, but that's good because that means they're going to stay out of our way with the deck that we're drafting here. I'm going to take Fetid Imp as a good defensive creature now that our curve's a little better. It also wears a Malefic Scythe very well as a flying threat, I've found. All right, we did wheel the Dreadmaw. There's also a Sanguine Indulgence. Honestly, I don't hate playing Sanguine Indulgence with something as absurd as Massacre Wurm as well. I think I'm going to take that here over a second Dreadmaw or a Titanic Growth. Normally I like combat tricks a lot in this format, but not in Control. This is a combat trick I like in Control. This is the one you want. Bingo, bango, bongo. And we get another Dreadmaw. Do I have a Dreadmaw on the sideboard? No. Yep, so we'll pick up a Dreadmaw for the sideboard. We're not going to take Return to Nature. And I say sideboard. We're in best of 1. But we might main deck the 3rd Dreadmaw. We'll see. I think it's unlikely, but not out of the realm of possibility. Holy cow, we are getting paid off for moving off of white and then moving off of blue. Scavenging Ooze is one of the best rares in the format. I think this card's a flat A. Card's great. 1 green for a 2/2, pay a green, exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, you put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, more affectionately known as Scooze. So if you hear people talking about Scooze, this is the card they're talking about. That's its nickname, SC plus the Ooze. And you gain a life. There's also Eliminate, which is a primo removal spell in this format. So it stinks to pass it here, but we got to take Scooze. It's everything we want. It's 2-drop, it's life gains, late game threat. Does it all. Ooh, we're actually not the ones holding up the draft for once here. This is exciting. Oh, man. This is a rare. 10 red for sorcery, costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control, deals 6 damage each of up to 2 target creatures or planeswalkers. This card is frequently red, kill 2 creatures, which is bonkers. This card's, again, another one of the best rares in the set. Pick it highly, pick it often. Like if you're taking Scorching Dragonfire over this pack 1, pick 1, I think you're making a large mistake. We're going to be on Barontodon here as just insanely good stats and a way to interact with artifacts and enchantments in best of 1. So Thrashing Brontodon, get on in. All right, and again, getting rewarded right now, as we should, for reading that black and green are open, and props to whoever like is passing to us for sending great signals. I mean, they signaled white is not open. Get out of white. We don't have a lot of life gain synergies for Silver Smoke Ghoul. For me, this is, I think, another Skeleton Archer. It's either that or Liliana's Standard Bearer. This just doesn't have good enough stats, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to take the Standard Bearer and try to wheel the Skeleton Archer. It's cheaper. We're going to want to trade creatures off early, that sort of thing. Thralling Hold's a good card. We are way far away from blue at this point, though, so bummer that we can't pick that. I've been impressed with Niambi in controlling decks on the splash, like a blue-green deck splashing this. Just does a lot of small things that are very good. I think we're going to be on Pride Malkin here over Sky Scanner. Just as another 3-drop creature, a way to turn on a Pteranodon. Keep the curve a little lower. I wish these were Deathbloom Thalids, but not the case, sadly. Actually, I wonder if we want Sky Scanner. No, I'm gonna take Pride Malkin. Ooh, another Malefic Scythe. There's also a Lore Scale Quaddle. That's poggers. We don't have any fixing those, so we're not going to try to splash it. And even then, I don't think this is quite powerful enough that you want to splash, because you really want it to come down on turn 3. So I think this is Scythe over Gift here. What's our creature count at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I can do this during the draft? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're fine on creatures. Okay. So Scythe in there, hoping to wheel Gift. I do think we'll play a second Gift if we get there. What? All right. This is crazy. So there's another Twin Blade Assassins and a Kaervek the Spiteful. I've had mixed experiences with Kaervek. It's pretty awkward with our 2 Pride Malkin. It is very good with Massacre Wurm, though. Huh. I don't know what to take. I'm going to take Twin Blade Assassins, I think. Whoa. All right. I mean, I'm not above main decking this card in best of 1. I think the meta's in a place where this is likely to be a good card. It's either that or a Fetid Imp. I think I want Pestilent Haze. We're a little light on removal, honestly. We have Primal Might and Hunter's Edge, I guess. So yeah. Pestilent Haze, get in. Whoa. All right. I mean, I'm not above playing a Finishing Blow. So this is not a great card in this format, but it is still a playable card. Like, a copy of this in a black-green deck is fine, and this is about where you want to pick it up. Like, you don't want to be pack 1, pick 1-ing this card. It's just too expensive for what's happening in the format. All right, we're taking Walking Corpse as a 2. Take a Blood Glutton. Skeleton Archer Wheeling as gas. We definitely want that over Dreadmaw. Blood Glutton, sure. Duress, sure. Village Rite, sure. None of those cards are going to matter. Okay, we didn't wheel the other Alchemist Gift, which is a bit of a bummer. And what do we get last? Island, sure. The pick I'm most unsure about that whole draft is Twin Blade Assassins versus Kaervek. So if you've got thoughts there and you think Kaervek's better, I would love to hear about it. I've played with it several times, and I think if I didn't have the 2 Pride Malkins, I would have taken it. But it's just, this is so bad with it because you can't cast this afterward. This turns us into 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on the thing. But it is so good with Massacre Wurm. I don't know. That was a really tough choice. Okay, so feel good about cutting Crypt Lurker. The other card that we could consider playing that we don't have in our deck right now is Sanguine Indulgence. I don't have strong feelings about that one way or the other. We have 18 creatures at the moment. What are our non-creatures? Somebody told me in the comments there's a way to sort by doing something. I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. And then I swear I will learn how to do the thing for these videos. I think we're going to cut a Pride Malkin. What are our... I like Liliana's Steward. Could see cutting Walking Corpse, but then we're a little light on 2s because we really don't want to block with Pteranodon early. I do like Pestilent Haze. Maybe we cut the other Pride Malkin and we just use Pteranodon as a blocker primarily. I don't hate that. That puts us at 16 creatures. I think that sets us up about as well as we possibly can be against aggro. Is there anything in the board that we would like? I assume the first Massacre Wurm is going to be good enough. And we already have the 1 reanimate spell in Rise Again. There's no low drops up here. So yeah, I think... Oh, we still need another cut. Awkward. I thought we were done with the cuts. All right, so... Could see cutting one of the Malefic Scythes. That's probably our most awkward card. I mean, it's a very powerful card, but theoretically, if we're doing our job, our creatures should be bigger than our opponents anyway. I think I'm going to cut a Malefic Scythe, which feels weird. Could be Pestilent Haze as well. Like, maybe we're just good enough against the aggro decks, and that this doesn't always do what we want it to do. And we sort of already have that effect on Massacre Wurm. Maybe I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's cut Pestilent Haze. I think I'm into that. All right, and running it like this with 9-8 definitely in favor of Massacre Wurm. So we'll get a snip of the deck here, and we'll see you in the rounds. All right, we're here for round 1. This hand is pretty bad. We're going to mulligan it. If we had some forests, we could maybe think about playing it, but this is much better. Keeping this bottoming... What? Alchemist's Gift, I guess? Feels kind of bad, but we need all our land drops with Massacre Wurm. Goblin Arsonist, sure. Take 1. Tavern Swindler. All right, so we're just going to lead on Walking Corpse here, hoping to trade that off for the Tavern Swindler. And then we'll hope to pick off Goblin Arsonist with Skeleton Archer. And these trading here is going to put food into the graveyard for our Skoos, which is pretty big game. Death Bloom Thallid. Okay. And you see like how fast the format is. Opponent's gone 1, 2, 3. And that's just even more likely to happen because of the hand smoothing in best of 1. So what do we do here? Think we could either play Fetid Imp, hold up black, trade with... I think I'm just going to play Skoos and exile a thing now so that we don't get got by shock. And then if they attack with Deathbloom Thallid, we just won't block. And if they have Scorching Dragonfire or Grasp of Darkness, we say, good for you. No blocks. Okay. Fortunately, they're probably going to sack Arsonist. Oh, they didn't sack Arsonist. Interesting. Okay. That means I think we're attacking with Skoos. They're not going to block because we have the option to exile the Walking Corpse, but we don't want to block with it. And then we're going to Skeleton Archer down the Goblin Arsonist here. Take 1 to the face. We can take 6 here, no problem. And then next turn, we're pretty stable because we can play Fetid Imp, hold up a black, and then exile the 2 creatures with Scavenging Ooze. So it'll be a 5/5. We'll have gained 2 life back, and we'll have a Death Touch blocker. And ideally, we're going to try to leave Deathbloom Thallid for Massacre Wurm to get. There's Hobble Fiend, sure. Ooh, maybe a change of plans? Yeah, I think a change of plans. So let's play Skeleton Archer. Shoot the Hobble Fiend. And you see how good this is. It's an anti-aggro card. We've now Flame Tongue Kavu'd our opponent twice. Let's get Arsonist out of here. Masked Blackguard, okay. Opponent theoretically should not have great attacks, and we theoretically should crush them if we draw a land. Pitchburn Devils, you got it. No land, so I think that means, man, that Pitchburn Devils is pretty good here. I think we're just gonna play Fetid Imp though and exile some stuff. No need to do it yet, I guess. So let's pass to their turn. This is a bummer. We're going to block with Fetid Imp and give it Death Touch, and then it's also going to take down a Skeleton Archer. Resolves. All right, let's eat a Devils and eat a Hobble Fiend. Oh, really? What a sick draw. All right, so we still gain the life, right? No? Yeah, we do. Okay. Hunter's Edge. That was a good draw. So we still have board dominance here. I think we actually just play Twin Blade Assassins. So if the opponent draws a land, they can attack us with the Blackguard. I don't think we care about that at all, though. So I like just getting this down and saving Hunter's Edge for something maybe we can't deal with. We're fine trading Archer with Blackguard. Come on, land. No land! Could Rise Again the Scoos. Seems pretty good. There's food for it, certainly. I think I like that. Could buffer our life total a little bit as well. No attacks from us. Again, we're just buying our time until we can cast Massacre Wurm. Stop mousing over my stuff. Crypt Lurker, sure. No sacrifice again, okay. Boom, baby. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's good. I think we do attack with a Skeleton Archer here, because it doesn't block very well against the Crypt Lurkers. Pteranodon's a nice pickup. And I think we probably can bully our opponent from here, barring like large good rares from them. Opponent's got a great deck. Best of one's tough. Okay. I think we go to 2 here. Take 9. And then Scoos can gain us some life. All right, we got there. 1-0. Hard fought 1-0. All right, this hand is good enough to keep on the back of Scythe and Truffle Snout as early plays. Swamp your go. Ooh, that was a fire draw. This is one of the best cards in our deck. Odds that we get turned to slagged on my Malefic Scythe, I think pretty high. All right, we're going to Visionary here over Truffle Snout, I think. I need swamps, not forests, please. Okay. Do I trade with that? I don't think so. Trading with a creature without Malefic Scythe on it feels pretty bad. So let's go here. I think we play Truffle Snout as a 3/3. And then I think we equip Scythe with this to try to keep up Alchemist Gift. And this telegraphs our Alchemist Gift pretty hard. But I'd rather telegraph it and have it available than not have it available. Because I don't think we're interested in blocking with Llanowar Visionary when we're about to get down Dreadmaw next turn. What is this? Yeah, so we just totally blow this out now? Do we give it Death Touch or Lifelink? It doesn't matter because we're not dealing damage. I guess we give it Lifelink. I mean, they can attack us if they want, but we also can just trade with a Spellgorger Weird. Yeah, that's right. Let's go Alchemist Gift. Land? I think we attack with Truffle Snout here. And then play the big bad Dreadmaw. Hope they don't have another Hunter's Edge. If they have another Hunter's Edge, we're in pretty big trouble. But I think that's true regardless. Combat tricks, why? All right, so do we block here? Yes, I think because we specifically have Rise again. And that means they have to have 2 combat tricks. And hopefully that makes their turn awkward to where they can't play a large threat. Ay, that Spellgorger Weird, though. Okay. This does swing the race in our favor some. Another Scythe. Not really what we want. So let's swing both, I think. See what they want to do about that. Okay, I'm happy with this trade. And then I think we get back Dreadmaw. And we won't be blocking Spellgorger Weird anymore. And we do get wrecked if they have Hunter's Edge. No blocks. But we're winning the race now is the important thing. Like, they're no longer the beatdown. I knew it! Gosh darn that card! Holy cow. All right. Do we play Skeleton Archer? Could also hold up Standard Bearer. Like maybe surprise them. I think I like holding up Standard Bearer better. Do we block? That was a pretty confident attack from the opponent. I think so. I think we block. And we're sort of both in the abyss here. This is an interesting game. They have their own Dread Mob. We can... oh, but we're choked on black. All right, so... I mean, we have to Scythe equip here. And they have to block. So hopefully they don't have a combat trick to kill us with. Play a land and say go. Brutal. Best of one, man. This format seems really like it would be pretty tilting in best of one to me. I am thankful that I have committed to playing the MTGO early on in the format on stream. Because like everything about the aggressive nature of the format just gets compounded in best of one. This is a clear keep here. We are back round 3, sitting at 1-1. Leading on a Forest into Pteranodon, into Visionary, hopefully into Archer. I mean, we've got a nice 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curve here. There's the Pteranodon on the battlefield. Opponent's got Teferi's Toots. Rootin' Tootin' Teferi's Tutelage. That is good against my current draw. Okay. That's a good card to ramp into. That will let us start attacking with Pteranodon next turn, which is pretty important against Tutelage. We also have the Brontodon main deck that could blow up the Tutelage as well. Like if they mill it, we could maybe... Or they already milled our finishing... Or no, they didn't mill our reanimate card yet. Nope, stop. Don't kill my creatures, please. Okay. Let's go Swamp, Twin Blade, and smash with Pteranodon. Opponent blocking. Okay, I'm into that. So unfortunately against Tutelage, Massacre Wurm is not going to be at its best. Maybe they'll play like a roaming Ghostlight here or something. I don't even think we're happy about that. Track down, sure. Mill me more. Maybe they'll play a Truffle Snout as a 2/2. All right, they hit that. So if we can draw our Reanimate spell now, that's also a way that we can deal with Teferi's tutelage. Played it as a 3/3. So what do I want to do here? We just play Massacre Wurm, right? And just get max power and toughness on the battlefield, I think. Smash here. Stop milling me. No. Okay, more mill. 11, 13 power we're attacking with here. Skeleton Archer is 1 off. Okay, and okay. So we finishing blow down Truffle Snout and hope we don't die? Oh no, they die because they take 2 from Massacre Wurm. We have Xaxes. That's convenient, just like I planned it out. 2-1, baby. All right, we're back here for round 4, sitting at 2-1. We've got a good hand here. We're going to keep. Opponent's name is I Want a Mulligan. That seems like it would be tempting the MTG gods. All right, we're going to lead on, I guess, Walking Corpse, honestly. Like the flash part of Mass Blackguard could be more relevant later. I think I'd rather just have a 2/2. And smashing into playing Llanowar Visionary. Seems good for us. Finishing blow, I like it. So we need to hit another land drop so that we can curve into Twin Blade Assassins, ideally. Opponent's got their own Brontodon, okay. We bricked, which is a bummer. I think we play our own Brontodon and say go, hold up Alchemist's Gift. In case they go for a Hunt the Week or Hunter's Edge. I'm going to call that card Hunt the Week so much. Hunter's Edge. Battalion, sure. Okay. We hit the land. So let's get down Twin Blade Assassins, and then finishing blow will draw us a card when we cast it next turn. No attacks. Skyscanner is not good enough, opponent. I like that. So I kind of want to just start by attacking with the Twin Blade Assassins and see how they handle that. They have Feet of Resistance up, potentially. I take that back. I don't want to do that. I kind of just want to play Liliana Steward and Truffle Snout. Feels bad to not cash in anything for a card here, but we don't want to fire off finishing blow into Feet of Resistance. Feet of Resistance is one of the reasons this card is just less good than it normally would be. Massacre Wurm looking pretty juicy here if we can find that. Tempered Veteran, okay. And again, they're repping that 2 mana. All right, let's cash this in. Targeting you. Pitch to land. I think we just say go. Feels like the longer the game goes, the more we're favored here. And then on their end step, we'll flash in a mass blackguard if we don't have a reason to use finishing blow. Skyscanner beats. No blocks from us. Take one on the chin. And flash in that mass blackguard. And then that actually forces a trade from them? No, it doesn't because they have Tempered Veteran up. Ooh, I like that. I think we just pass. And then if they go to put a counter on the Brontodon here, we blow it up with finishing blow. Yeah, counter on Skyscanner. Or do I just finishing blow the stupid Tempered Veteran? We could also just sack Brontodon. Kind of like that, and then we get to draw a card? No, we don't, because it's already our end step. Okay, that's cute. Wow, that's a feels bad, man. Huh. Okay, so I think we just pass then. And take 2 on the noggin here, and then on our turn we can sack the Brontodon to kill the Skyscanner. And then we'll find out if they have the feat of resistance that we've been playing around like cowards. Valorous Steed, okay. I accept these terms. So I think we just really want to find Massacre Wurm. So let's kill the Tempered Veteran. That card's annoying right now. While we're in a stalemate. And if they put a counter on Skyscanner, I think we can probably even take 3 and feel fine about it and then blow it up the next turn so that we get max counterage from the, or max cards from the Twin Blade Assassins rather. Not counterage, cardage. Ranger's Guile. Okay. So then we sack Brontodon to blow this up, I think, so that we can get a card here. So you see, like, our 5-mana removal spell just got canceled for 1 mana. That happens so frequently in this format. Scythe is a good card as well. That enables us to start attacking. See what the opponent wants to do here. Attacking with a 2/2 Vigilance, a 3/3. Ooh, I don't like this. All right. Huh. I think I want to block like this. Oh, this feels bad. Maybe we just take 7 and block like this, offer up our Truffle Snout. Because we really don't want a lot of things to die without Liliana's Standard Bearer available. Sure. My turn. Land. Scythe. Embedded imp. And I don't think we equip Scythe. Or is that too big of a giveaway that we have Alchemist Gift? Probably. So where do we want to put the Scythe? On Twin Blade Assassins, maybe? And then I think we're hoping for a bunch of things to die this turn. Battalion's pretty strong. We can deal with the battalion with an Alchemist Gift down the road, though. Boo boo. Okay. Let's go block. Block. This is not good. We're going to get wrecked. What do I do here? We can go block, block. Could go block and death touch here. Could just go this, and then we still beat a Titanic Growth here. I think I like that. This was the reason to not attack equip Scythe. I forgot. I thought about this earlier and then I forgot about it. Like this, the Death Touch was the reason not to equip Scythe. We wanted to have Gift and... Not Gift, we wanted to have Death Touch available on the Imp. Think I'm okay with these blocks. And then we see what effects they have. Okay. Resolves. Still not dying. Resolves. So we'd give Death Touch and Resolve. And we Alchemist Gift for lifelink here. Boom, baby. Alchemist Gift OP. All right, that was a huge win for the home team. So what do we do now? Put Scythe here. Attack with that. See what the opponent wants to do about that. I think they're supposed to just take it. Yeah. And so Have we played a land yet this turn? I don't know the answer to that. I think we pump. Well, we're pumping once regardless, right? Damage. Okay, we have not, so let's go land. Move the scythe back here on the biggest boy. Are they gonna blow up the scythe? Wow, that means... And they did it during my main, so I get a draw card? That's a huge punt from the opponent, I think. They should have done that in my end step so that Twin Blade Assassins didn't trigger. That's a card. Also a card. Holy cow. Where's my Massacre Wurm? Whoop. Nope, we didn't get there. All right. Tempered Veteran Conclave Mentor is going to get out of control. I think we're good. I'd rather leave up Liliana Standard Bearer. Opponent's thinking. They're supposed to attack with Mangara here. We just jam our whole team in front of it if they do. Ooh, okay. I like this. So we'll double block. No, we can't even double block. It turns into a 5/5. God, this is oppressive. So I think we block with Twin Blade Assassins, I guess. And then we flash in the Standard Bearer. Damage. Draw a card. Ooh, that's a card, and that is also a card. All right, game on. What does this do? So we need to kill this first. So, Hunter's Edge. Here, here. Boom. Cancel. Here. Boom. X is equal to 5. Here. Here. Auto pay. And win. Boom. I did not think we were winning that game. Those were 2 good draws there in a row. But that's why we put those cards in our deck. So sitting at 3-1 now and ranking up to Platinum 4. Let's go. All right, we're back here for round 5, sitting at 3-1, and we've got a keep here. Not a great hand, not the worst hand. Got the sweet Liliana Steward Malefic Scythe interaction. And also like Liliana Standard Bearer as well for maximum value. I think we run out Fetid Imp here over Scythe just to get on board a little bit more. Next turn we'll play Scythe Equip, and then the following turn we'll try to do Liliana Standard Bearer. So Scythe Equip here. Combat, Hulk Smash. Putting the opponent on the back foot. Bant. Mistral Singer, okay. Think we want to do the thing. So we do this. Targeting you. Card from you, counter on the Scythe. Standard Bearer, we draw a card and hit you for 3 with our Fetid Imp. Seems like a pretty great turn. Let's go. Tap lands are so punishing. Oh my god, I finally get to do this with someone else! My Siege Striker always gets Skeleton Archered, and this is the first time I've gotten to do it to someone else. Feels good, man. That's game over right there. Damage. And I think we just keep Scythe where it is. I don't think it matters. I think we've won this game so hard right now. Okay. Ghostlight's a good one. Bouncing Fetid Imp, sure. So we... Hunter's Edge. Here. Equip here. And put our opponent in Chump Down. Hulk Smash. What a beating. And they said black-green wasn't aggressive. Wow. Okay. Let's Visionary and see what we hit. Put our opponent in the abyss still. There we go. 4-1. All right, we're back for round 6, sitting at 4-1, I think. This is a keep. Not a great hand, but certainly playable with a 2-drop and a 3-drop. It's got those fancy sleeves. Look at that. Malefic Scythe certainly helps this hand out quite a bit. So we'll flash in a black card on their end step. Green-white is scary. Sure. Scythe lets us attack into that, which I think is more important than getting down Truffle Snout, is just getting this on a creature and beating down. I'm not 100% confident in that, but it feels good enough. Daybreak Charger, okay. I think we offered a trade with a Daybreak Charger. And if they don't want to do that, we play Truffle Snout as a 2/2 and move Scythe over to it. In one way or another, we're going to get some counters on this Malefic Scythe. All right, great. Gives me a counter on Malefic Scythe. And I can do that right back at you. Ooh, that would have been nice a turn ago. So yeah, I think we go for the Hunter's Edge equip Malefic Scythe play. Smack in with a 5-4, put our opponent on the back foot. And theoretically, we've got finishing blow for whatever they cast here to try to stabilize with. Pteranodon, sure. Okay. So they can't even really block the Blackguard here. I think we just attack. And then play Skeleton Archer. Really? Okay. Opponent going into the Abyss. Seems good for the home team. Best mass Blackguard I've ever seen in my life. Sure. That's scary. So that's going to make it a 4-4? That doesn't do it, right? Opponent. So now we finishing blow that. We could just attack again, honestly, and double pump. Like, what are they going to do? Let's attack. Okay, and now I think we finishing blow the Conclave Mentor. And hopefully that's enough. Swooper, sure. Dishwooper. This guy I've decided is German in the format for some reason, and this guy's French. I don't know why, but that's what I've decided. Massacre Wurm. Would assume that prompts a concession from the opponent. If not, they are a champion. Okay. Is there any way we can kill them this turn definitively? I don't think so. Pump and pump. Oh yeah, because Massacre Wurm's stupid. I don't know why I always forget. Like, I always forget about that after the enter the battlefield part. What a card. All right, we're back here in round 7, sitting at 5-1. Opponent's on the play. I think we have to mulligan this hand. Like, in best of 3, I think you think about keeping this hand. In best of 1, I think you're supposed to assume, excuse me, that your opponent's going to curve out on you, and I don't think this hand survives a curve out from our opponent, so I'm going to mulligan. We tried. This will keep 6, and I think bottom Brontodon. No, maybe we just bottom Rise again. Let's just bottom Rise again. Let's say we're going to get there for green for Brontodon at some point. I take it back. We're never getting there on green. Sanctum of Stonefangs, okay. Ooh, that was a good draw. All right, let's go. There's a glimmer of hope. Hulk Smash. And then next turn we can sack our Steward and cash it in for a +1/+1 counter on the Skoos if we don't have another play. Don't hate it. Larcenist. Interesting. Ooh, we'd hit the green? So let's go here. And play Brontodon. We also have the ability to blow up Sanctum if they hit Sanctumtron, so that's something to keep in mind as well with the Brontodon. Don't think we want to do that yet, but certainly something we can think about down the road. Like if they play the blue Sanctum, 100% to blow up the blue Sanctum. No. That's bad. That's good. Opponent's discarding. And we're going to equip Scythe to Scavenging Ooze and hope they don't have another Grasp of Darkness. Forest? I'm intrigued. And a little salty that I'm losing to this curve out. Rip me. Losing to Library Larcenist, huh? All right, Fetid Imp is good. You go here, and your turn, opponent. Resolves. Can we stop the bleeding from this Library Larcenist, please? Wish Coin Crab, okay. Do not care. All right, they don't have any creatures over there yet, right? Let's get Steward out of here and gain a life. Our turn. Okay, that's a good card. Okay. I'll just put that there. And I think we're fine to stay for a turn. The only thing that really gets us is Frost Breath. And then we can start, hopefully we draw a creature and we can start playing offense and defense with the scythes. Pilfer's good. Ooh, that's insanely good. Let's go. Sorry, Ghostly Pilferer. Move you here. Combat, attack with you. Damage. Move you over here, I think. And say go. Hopefully they don't have a rousing read that they've been sandbagging or something like that. That would feel bad. I wonder if that's just a reason to beat in on the ground with the Skeleton Archer. Pushes more damage and leaves Fetidant back as a blocker for something like that. It's a good card. Opponent's scrying 2. So we're hoping to not draw lands. Shocking, I know. But, I mean, I think that's how we get out of this game, because we're already down a couple cards. They're getting to scry away lands here, theoretically. We are definitely on the beatdown with the Skeleton Archer plan now, because we're going to need Fetidant back on defense. Top Intimidation. I don't like it. Another Skeleton Archer. Okay. So let's move you here. You here. Smash him with a 6/6. See what the opponent wants to do about that. They can't kill it. I mean, they could if they triple blocked, but that would be crazy because we would get counters on both sides. Damage. I think we're moving them both to the Fetid Imp. And saying go. We could have only moved one and played Skeleton Archer. I don't think that's quite good enough. It looks like they're thinking about attacking with a Larcenist. What is this? It could be Alchemist Gift. I think we're okay with that, honestly. If they kill Fetid Imp here somehow, I think we're thrilled. Yeah, I think this is just good for us. Because then we're hitting so hard. I think we're just outracing Stormwing Entity. Okay. That's good. So let's equip. Equip. Smash. And then we play Truffle Snout, gain 4, and move the one with 3 counters over to Truffle Snout, I think. They can't seriously be deciding to double block here, right? Okay, chumping, okay. Into that, damage. Ooh, have I been forgetting to gain life with Skoos? I bet I have. Let's gain 4. Move you here. And move you here. Looks like they've got a Rise again. Or a Sanguine Indulgence. There's nothing good there. But we need to not forget about Skoos. Certainly if we suspect them on a reanimate effect. Opponent deep in the tank over there. I think we've kind of got them on the ropes. Like, they need more Capture Sphere, Frost Breath type stuff that doesn't kill our creatures. Otherwise, they're losing a creature every turn. And they're only hitting me for 3 or 4 in the air. Which I think we outpace. That's a card. Okay. So I think we smash here. They don't block. Damage. Okay. We 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think I played this. No, I think we actually just play Walking Corpse. Let's play Walking Corpse. Move the scythes. Nope. Stop. How do I undo? Can I not undo? I'm hitting Z. Control Z. Okay. Swamp. You here. Swamp. You here. And we pass. Please go for Rise again. They're thinking. Crackalacken in with a Stormwing Entity. So we essentially negate this attack with Skoos. Okay. All right, you. Ghostly Pilferer. Wishcoin Crab. And Library Larcenist. Land is good. So we Attack with Walking Corpse. Two creatures in our graveyard. Okay. Okay. Soul counters, baby. 3, 4. You. Damage to you. Equip here. And equip here. Let's say go. Got a couple of 6/6s for ourselves. I was just going to say, surprised by the Skeleton Archer attack. This feels like a Titanic Growth. Could be Alchemist Gift. If it's Alchemist Gift, it's pretty bad for us. It's not like the total worst, though. That's pretty bad. Maybe we do this. Or we just do that? Or maybe they're just doing it to find a new card? Okay. That's fine. Back to 9. Opponent's back to the Abyss. Ooh, hello. I think we just swing both. Like this. And if they want a double block, that's fine. Sure. Damage. Put Scythe here. And say go. Sure. That's annoying. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. I do not accept. Get wrecked. Resolves. That was almost a punt. Sorry for the mini freak out there. Damage. All right. Victory. That was a grind. All right, 6-1. All right, we're back here sitting at 6-1 on the play with this hand. I don't think this is good enough. Like, Scooz is gas, but I don't think you can afford to stumble this much in best of one. Not to say that we definitely would, but this is a much better hand. Keep this and bottom blow. Swamp your go, opponent. Hello, beautiful. Sure. I think we go Truffle Snout, gain 4 against a white deck. And we're happy to trade with Daybreak Charger. Sure. Let's go Visionary. Swamp? No swamp. Equip. And I think we will trade this off if the opponent wants to try to do that. Is that even true? We kind of need a creature for Primal Might to do its thing. I don't even think that's true. I don't think we block here. To make sure that we have a play. Sure. Well, we've got a play. Seems pretty good. I don't think the opponent can come back from that. I will be very impressed if they do. We don't even need to Primal Might those things. If they try to block Charger on the Visionary, we can Alchemist Gift. Yeah, this is all fine. I think we just go to damage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Edge here. Okay. That's annoying. Get wrecked. All right, and 7 wins. Boom, baby, let's go. Rank up to Diamond 3. This is a rank up stream. That happens when you get 7 win runs. So we ended up 7-1. Just a quick recap here. Deck was good. Stuff I wasn't super happy with. I think one Scythe would have been okay, although the double Scythe that game won us the game. Walking Corpse and Blackguard and Fetid Imp, like we'd rather have more Pteranodon type cards. This was not great. You saw Truffle Snout, how good that was in the aggro mirror. You saw how good Skeleton Archers are at stopping aggro. You saw how clutch the one of Alchemist Gift is in a deck like this. Just does so much work. I feel pretty good about not main decking the Pestle and Haze. I think they're like, it obviously would have been great in that last matchup, but you also just have to have it timed perfectly, right? Like sometimes you just get a 2-for-1. If they've played a Bosri's Acolyte, sometimes their stuff's out of range. So you just never know. But I think this is exactly how you want to build black-green, in that like we've got powerful top end, obviously, but we're just set up to crush aggro, right? Like that's what black-green does best. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for some more M21 drafts. Catch you later, YouTube.